game that I dearly love, a game that is really good, one of my favourite games, probably one of my top 5 favourite games, is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, or KOTOR, whatever you want to call it. And I've played that game so many times, and then, if you can remember, a couple of years ago, what was it? Was it about 4 years ago, 3 years ago? They announced that they was going to be remaking the game from the ground up, completely rebuilding it, doing all the graphics, everything, and I think there's going to be adding voice actors to it as well. And then a couple of years ago, let me get rid of this advert. And then a couple of years ago, it was just left abandoned. You know, there was rumours that I think the person who's directing the new Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake, I'm not sure if it was the director or if it was the lead writer. You know, like the company saw, I think it was the director saw what the writer was doing or whatever, or I can't remember. It was like the lead writer or the director, wherever it was making the game. Then he quit or got sacked because it wasn't good enough. And then someone else come in, looked at the script and looked at what the previous director or the previous lead writer was doing, and canned it all and decided to restart again. And then it just kind of got put on the shelf. But now it looks like they are still making it, which is good news, because I love Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It is one of my favourite games. I've played it so many times, it's unreal. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, apparently as well, is potentially in talks of getting a remake, which I don't mind. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. It's an okay game, but it's not as good as the first one. But here's a video from IGN. Let's quickly watch this.
Damon here, and in today's gaming news, signs of life for the KOTOR remake. Slay the Spire 2 has an incredible debut on Steam, and a Nintendo Movie Direct is coming on Monday. This is your Daily Fix. Saber Interactive's long-running development of its Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake is confirmed to still be underway. The Chief Creative Officer of Saber, Tim Willits, answered our question regarding the project's future with a short but simple, yes, it is still in development. That's all I can say.
And that is it. That is it. That is the only news we have, that the game is still in development. Yes, it's still in development. That's all I can say. And the thing is, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, with the remake, the remaster, I suppose it's a remake because they're completely, from what I know, they're completely rebuilding everything, all the mechanics, and also as well, where it is a really old game, like it came out in, I think it was early 2000s. You know, to remake a game like this is going to be a huge job, because it's not just, they've not just got to, first of all, like rebuild the whole game from the ground up again, and they've got to do all the graphics and probably redo all the voice work for it and all the dialogue and the options. Also, they've got to change the fighting style and the combat system, because in the original version in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the combat version is really old, and some people would say it's outdated. I don't mind it. I quite like it. But, you know, you don't actually sit there and fight with a controller. Like, you know, you're not actually sitting there with a controller in your hands and fighting. You just press a button and it automatically plays out like a fight style for you. So, you know, if they've got to rebuild the whole of the controls and everything and build brand new stuff into the game in the air, it will take a long time. Plus, I think they went through a bit of a wobbly patch where I think it was like the director or lead writer left or something like that, or they just canned everything and restarted from the beginning. I don't know, but Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is still in development, the remake, which is good because I love KOTOR. And this is from Game Run. The Star Wars game returns to the conversation with a fresh update, offers a brief look that fans can continue to closely watch. But I really hope they do remake this game. If there's like a handful of games I want them to make, like, you know, remake, is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. They're such good games. And plus as well, with the new Star Wars game coming out soon, what was it? Star Wars, I can't remember it, but there's another Star Wars Old Republic game coming out in the next couple of years, probably maybe 2030, 2032 or whatever it was, because it come out on Sony's State of Play. But with a new Star Wars Old Republic game coming out, hopefully they can remake Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 before that. I don't know if they will, but they are such good games and they deserve a remake.